So if you follow mobile technology, then you're always hearing about the newest, the latest, the greatest mobile phones and smartphones that are being made available around the world by different manufacturers. But one question remains on a lot of people's mind is, why does my network provider not actually take that device, or why are they not selling it? Now, there's many reasons to why they do or they don't sell a product, but the fundamental principle is that that device has to go through a series of testing, and the product also has to be viable for the country and the network provider. So, for example, HTC make the One X. They say, right, we're happy to ship this product into the UK, into Central Europe, into America. That's step number one. You then need someone to actually buy the product. So you need generally the network providers to say, yes, HTC, we're going to buy 10,000 of your HTC One X for the UK market. Now, they don't get to that point of saying, yes, we're going to buy it until they've gone through a series of tests. So that would mean taking a number of One X's from HTC, running it through field trials and in-house testing on their networks to ensure that the device is compatible, to ensure that they're happy with the performance of the device. They'll also be wanting to check that there are the support mechanisms in place with HTC, if they've got a service center, etc., if the device goes wrong. They'll also want to negotiate good contract terms. So if they said, right, we're going to buy 10,000, they're obviously going to want to get a better price for 10,000 than they would if they bought only 1,000. And many network providers will want an agreement with HTC that if they don't sell them, they can send them back, or they get price support. So there's a lot of background checks and things to be done before the product can actually get to the stores and be available for you to buy. So although it might pass all those tests and everything, you've also got to consider that the networks want to make sure that they've got a good range of devices, but also a range that suits the customers. So for example, let's take O2. They've had their conversations with HTC. Everything seems fine and dandy. They analyze their product range, what stock they've got, new devices coming from other manufacturers, and they've got to make a decision then, right, do we buy in this One X? Do we put it on sale? So they've got to look at the contract terms and see if it's viable, but they've got to compare it to other devices. So from Sony, from Motorola, from Samsung, is it actually worth putting that HTC product in the lineup against the others? Because if you've got 3 or 4 devices that are almost identical in terms of specification and their performance, then you're giving the customer choice, which is fantastic, but you're limiting your opportunities to sell the other devices. And it also makes it more difficult. The salesperson's got to know about all the different devices. There's more support mechanisms. So at some point, someone has to make a decision, be it right or wrong, that we either range or do not range that product. And probably one most recent example of this is the Nokia 808 PureView. Whilst it's been made available by Nokia for purchase in the UK, none of the network providers to date have actually bought that in, because it's a specific type of product. It's got an amazing camera, but the Symbian OS just isn't what it used to be, and there's not going to be the demand for the networks to make it viable for them to bring it in, stock it and sell it. So the ultimate reason why a phone or product is not available in your local market or through your network operator is the fact that it comes down generally to viability. It's not viable for that network provider or that reseller to bring the product in for a number of reasons, including some of the ones that I've run through. Thanks for watching.